I love it. Thank you for starting the recording. I am so excited that you are all here. We're going to just dive in and go from there. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Kirsten. Kirsten is one of those people that has changed my life. She is absolutely incredible. And we'll talk a little bit in this class of why movement and some of these things, it all works together. I think that's really important. And I'm so glad that you're here or that you're catching the replay to learn about some natural solutions for you or those that you love. And be sure to stick around for the end. We have a gift for you. And if you're watching from your phone, turn it sideways so that you can see the slides a little bit better. You can always take screenshots of anything that you want to remember. And also throughout this workshop, you'll notice that we have different wellness advocates sharing. And this is just a glimpse as to how our team operates. We fully embrace teammates and help them launch their business through immersion and using a gradual release approach, and more on that to come. But this team works beautifully to support each other, so that put that in the back burner of your mind throughout this presentation too, in case you begin to have thoughts of sharing doTERRA alongside us and possibly having your supplements paid for or make a little extra income. It is all possible here. And people are really struggling with their health right now. 74% of adults are overweight or obese. Half of Americans will develop type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. Half will face cancer in their lifetime. And autoimmune diseases, they are increasing by 13% every single year. Infertility is also on the rise, and heart disease, something almost entirely preventable, is still the leading cause of death, taking 800,000 lives a year in the US alone. But it's not just adults. Cancers in young adults have increased by 79% in just the last 10 years, and 77% of young Americans can't qualify for military service due to obesity or drug abuse. And it starts even younger. 30% of teens are already pre-diabetic and 18% have fatty liver disease. This used to be something we only saw in alcoholics, and now it's showing up in our kids. And perhaps most heartbreaking, 1 in 31 children are now diagnosed with autism. These numbers are more than just statistics, they represent real people. And the question is, what are we going to do about it? This is a little bit about my story. Why I'm so passionate about the work that I do is I was actually diagnosed with a very rare cancerous sarcoma in my abdomen in 2011. And you can see this is a hernia that happened a year after they removed the tumor. The synthetic mesh herniated. And this is after having a complex abdominal wall reconstructive surgery. But I went on a cancer journey. I just wanted to highlight here, you can just see the difference in my face. This is right before I was diagnosed. And this is a more recent picture of me. And it's amazing. I almost don't even recognize this person anymore. But I was told I had chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, chronic Lyme disease. There was nothing that they could do for me. I was told to just go on antidepressants and anti-anxiety meds for the rest of my life. I was diagnosed with adult hip dysplasia. That's what you'll see here. All this hardware. I had some major surgeries where they broke my pelvis in 4 places, separated the socket, repositioned it to give it better coverage, and put those large screws to hold in place. And I've had 18 surgeries total for everything from an emergency ruptured appendectomy when I was 2 to 8 hip surgeries to 5 surgeries related to my abdominal wall, a hysterectomy, all different kinds of things. The last hip surgery that I had, I put on 30 pounds. You can see here, this was me in 2021, and this is me now. And a lot of that is diet, lifestyle, working with Kirsten, weight training, strength training, and these supplements. So it all kind of works together. I would even throw brain retraining and nervous system regulation in here. I tell people the 3 things that completely transformed my life are doTERRA products, the supplements and the oils, strength training, working with Kirsten for strength training and nutrition, picking up weights, putting muscle on my body. And the third is nervous system regulation and brain retraining. And I'm really passionate. These things have got me out of 20 years of chronic pain. And this goes back to our wellness pyramid that we have in doTERRA, because we know that we're struggling, especially in America. Chronic disease is on the rise, energy levels are at an all-time low, and a lot of people feel like they're just getting by. And it doesn't have to be that way. This was really created to help us take control of our health in a way that works. And we start at the foundation. We're going to focus on two main parts of this pillar: nutrition and digestion, and movement and metabolism tonight. With the nutrition and digestion, most people are undernourished, even if they're eating plenty. Our foods lack nutrients, and poor digestion means that we're not absorbing what we need. And without this foundation, nothing else functions the way that it should. And then we move up to movement and metabolism. Our bodies were designed to move, but today's lifestyle has made us more inactive than ever. A sluggish metabolism leads to low energy, stubborn weight, bigger health issues down the road. And this is why working with Kirsten, I can't recommend her enough. She's a virtual personal trainer, has helped me in so many ways. And when we focus on these foundational habits, we've seen things like inflammation, low energy, and digestive issues naturally start to get better, often without relying on medications. Our bodies were designed perfectly and they know how to heal when we give them those key foundational pieces. It's important that we understand just how nutrient deficient we are as Americans. Up to 90% of us are missing key nutrients our bodies need to thrive. It's not just because of fast food or unhealthy eating habits, it goes deeper than that. Our soil is depleted, processed foods dominate our diets, and our busy lives often push healthy eating to the back burner. In addition to that, we are under constant exposure to chemicals in our everyday lives.
Is a tomato in the grocery store in 2024 the same as a tomato in 1977?
No, just alone by vitamin and mineral content, absolutely not. We spray 280 billion pounds of glyphosate a year on American crops. If we continue down this path of spraying all these chemicals on our food, we will only have 55 years left before we have no more plantable soil, period, end of story.
That is wild. How many oranges do you need today to match just one from your grandparents' time? The answer is 8. When we don't get the nutrients that we need, it shows up in ways we often overlook, like the things that you see here on the screen. So many of us have just accepted that these things are normal, but they don't have to be. The truth is, when you give your body what it needs, you feel the difference: better energy, clear thinking, and overall resilience. But here's the thing: not all supplements are created equal, and many are loaded with fillers or use forms of nutrients our bodies can't properly absorb. And that's why quality matters so much when it comes to filling in these gaps. doTERRA provides options to make sure that your nutritional needs are covered in whatever way suits your lifestyle best. Today, we're going to focus on 4 essential products that support your foundational wellness, and these align with the first 2 levels of the wellness lifestyle pyramid, addressing the root cause of many overall health needs. This spotlight is on your nutritional foundation with our foundational wellness products or lifelong vitality. And those are the supplements that we have that are in pill form versus our VMG Plus, E Omega Plus, and your gut health with PB Restore, and your metabolic health with Metapower Advantage. So I think it's handy to know we have 2 different options depending on which one resonates with you the most. But these are must-haves that play a key role in everyone's wellness journey. And we are going to focus on foundational wellness supplements for this masterclass. We're living in a world where nutrient deficiency is the norm and we feel it. Low energy, brain fog, bloating, inflammation, these are not random. These are signs that your body's running on empty. And this is where VMG Plus comes in. It's not just another vitamin, it is highly absorbable, whole food based, and designed to fill in those gaps to fuel your body the right way. And it's also vegan and gluten free. You're going to have sustained energy without the crashes. Imagine ditching coffee and energy drinks while still feeling steady all day with a 5 times better absorption than regular supplements. VMG Plus fuels your body with nutrients that it can actually use. Better digestion, less bloat. It even has probiotics and digestive enzymes that work together to break down food and ease that bloat and support gut health so that you feel lighter and more comfortable. Relief from pain and inflammation. It is shown to decrease CRP, a key inflammatory marker, by 43.5%, helping to ease discomfort and improve recovery. Has methylated B vitamins. These are ideal for those of us with the MTHFR gene mutation. I have this. Up to 40% of the population has it, but they might not even know it. And has liposomal technology for the best absorption. Often you're taking vitamins and then just peeing them out because your body can't fully absorb. Support for healthy aging. In just 6 weeks, it helped reduce biological age by 2 years, keeping you feeling vibrant and strong. That is wild to me. and more greens made simple. Each little sachet that you have delivers 3 to 4 servings of nutrient-dense fruit and vegetables in one easy daily drink. And the best part is it actually tastes amazing, like pineapples instead of chalky, hard to swallow vitamins. We've all tried. I have a very picky meat and potato husband. He loves his VMG Plus. He drinks it every morning. I don't even have to remind him. He's making his own drink and enjoying it. When your body gets the right nutrients, everything shifts. More energy, less pain, better focus, deeper sleep, and a body that works with you instead of against you. And this is foundational wellness made effortless. VMG has been a game changer for so many, offering real noticeable improvements in energy, digestion, overall wellness. Ashley shared how she absolutely loves it because it's not only delicious, but has significantly reduced inflammation in her body. And she also noticed a consistent boost in energy throughout the day and a much stronger immune system, helping her to feel healthier and more resilient. Linda, she's on this call. I think I saw Linda here tonight. Linda just had a birthday. She turned 79 years young this month. Happy birthday, Linda. She highlighted how VMG Plus and the foundational wellness supplements help her feel like she's in her 20s again while she's 79 years young. And the transformation doesn't stop there. Many are noticing improvements in their labs in addition to how they're feeling. Doctors are even telling my doTERRA customers to keep doing what they're doing. These stories showcase how VMG Plus isn't just another supplement, it's a vital part of a lifestyle that supports energy, balance, and overall wellness. Now let's talk about omegas and why they matter. Because we have 2 key players here, omega-3s and omega-6s. Omega-6s are the body's way of handling inflammation. Picture this, you roll your ankle and it instantly becomes inflamed, and that's because of the pro-inflammatory response of the omega-6s. They're coming in to isolate the injury to allow for healing, but the problem is we need the omega-3s to come in and do that, and we're very deficient there. We ideally want to aim for a 1-to-1 ratio between these two, but most of us are more likely to have a 16-to-1 ratio. This keeps our bodies in a constant state of swelling, leading to chronic inflammation, joint pain, fatigue. It's like being stuck in recovery mode and never fully bouncing back. Unless you're eating a lot of fatty fish or flax seeds daily, you're probably missing out on those omega-3s, the good guys that help to cool things down. Let's look at a few other things omega-3s help with. A key thing to remember is that our bodies can't produce omega-3s. So we have to get them from food or supplements. And experts recommend 500 milligrams daily, but most of us are only getting around 90 milligrams, nowhere near enough to support healthy heart, brain function, and overall well-being. To put that into perspective, you would have to eat 2 cans of tuna every single day. Maybe you do that, but most of us are not. So this is where our doTERRA's E-Omega Plus comes in. With 900 milligrams of omega-3s per serving, it fills the gaps and fuels your body with exactly what it needs. Plus, it's infused with our wild orange essential oil, which helps to manage cholesterol, boost energy, support healthy inflammation, and keep the fish oil fresh so you don't have fishy burps. These actually taste like oranges. You can put them in the mouth and pop them if you want, and it tastes like oranges, not a dead fish, which I love. The benefits of omega-3s are undeniable. Heart health, it lowers blood pressure, reduces triglycerides, and it keeps the arteries flexible. Brain function, enhances focus, sharpens memory, and reduces Alzheimer's risk. Metabolism support, improves insulin sensitivity, balances blood sugar, and supports a healthy weight. And longevity, higher omega-3 levels are linked to a longer, healthier life. Studies suggest up to 5 extra years. And clinical studies prove that this impact 16% drop in resting heart rate. This means your heart doesn't have to work as hard. 42% lower blood pressure, nearly unheard of, and a 30% reduced risk of Alzheimer's and dementia. That is huge. This is my dear friend, Sherry. And she is actually a mom of 8 kids. Sherry's incredible. And she suffered from an average of 18 migraines per month. And she relied on prescriptions to get her through her days for over 13 years. The shots she took for 2 years took the migraines down to about 4 to 5 per month. And then she tried doTERRA's Foundational Wellness in March of 2023, and it forever changed her health. 5 months in, she stopped all prescriptions and injections. She's only had a total of 6 migraines in the last year. Wild, completely changed quality of life. Now that we talked about fueling our bodies, we have to address digestion. If digestion isn't working properly, your body can't absorb all the nutrients that you're trying to give it, no matter how good your diet is. And the gut is often referred to as your second brain. It impacts everything from your immune system to your mental health. If your gut's out of whack, you might struggle with bloat, brain fog, fatigue, skin issues, and even depression and anxiety. PB Restore is a must-have. It contains prebiotics, probiotics, postbiotics, and bacterial phages designed to support your gut's microbiome at every level. I'm sure you've heard the importance of probiotics, but what you might not know is that most just dissolve in the harsh stomach acid before they even had a chance to reach your intestines. I joke and say that they're dead upon arrival, but PB Restore's time-released capsules are different because they dissolve partially in the stomach and partially in the intestines, which means that the good bacteria reach the areas where they need to be. Plus, it also includes those bacterial phages, which target harmful bacteria and support the healthy gut flora, giving your gut the help it truly needs. With nutrient deficiencies, toxins, and additives in food, putting our gut under constant stress, PB Restore is a no-brainer. It can also help support your vagus nerve, which helps support nervous system regulation, which is huge. I have to share Jean's incredible transformation story with you. When she started, she was dealing with migraines twice a week, and her stomach was such a mess that her doctor told her she'd need to be on medication for the rest of her life, but Jean wasn't ready to accept that. On June 24th, 2025, she decided to focus on foundational health with PB Restore, PB Assist, and Terrazyme, our digestive enzyme. Here's what happened. After just 1.5 months, she was able to stop taking her stomach meds. At 4 months, she had lost 8 pounds. And by 5 months, she realized she hadn't had a migraine in a month and a half. Can you imagine that freedom that she feels now? No constant migraines, no lifelong meds, just feeling better every day. So much so that she's already helped her daughter and her mom get going too. All right, we've talked about nutrition and digestion, but let's be real, you don't want to feel okay. You want to actually have energy and vitality and confidence in your body. And that's where our award-winning Metapower Advantage comes in. Most collagens on the market contain 1 to 2 types of collagen and target hair, skin, and nails. Ours contains 9 types of collagen. So it not only addresses hair, skin, and nails, but with 9 types of collagen, it also addresses connective tissue, easing joint pain, and improving mobility. And it also supports brain health, gut health, and even metabolism. Our collagen is in a freeze-dried powder. Why is this key? All the ingredients are preserved. You activate all the ingredients when you add the freeze-dried powder to water. Most collagens on the market are in peptide form, and our bodies actually need to take the peptides and break it down into a tripeptides in order for our body to use them. And that takes time and energy. doTERRA's collagen comes in this tripeptide form already. This is one of the reasons why our collagen is 12 times more absorbable than a standard collagen. But the real magic is that it helps to reverse the signs of aging at a cellular level, while also supporting key metabolic markers like A1C, blood sugar, blood pressure, and even cholesterol. And it strengthens joints, improves recovery, and supports long-term mobility. It includes NMN, which helps restore NAD+. This is your body's repair fuel. So your cells can regenerate and function like they did when you were younger. Think of it like buffering out the scratches on an old CD. Suddenly everything runs smoother. The results, fewer wrinkles, stronger joints, better metabolism, and all-day energy. And this is why people are seeing dramatic transformations with the Metapower Advantage. Let's check out a few of those life-changing results. Right off the bat, you can see my friend Sarah at the top left, and she's a shining example that consistency is key when it comes to taking supplements. Just like with our nutrition, just like with movement and going to the gym and weight training, consistency is key. And she noticed gradually improvements along the way, but a year down the road, she was shocked to see the comparison. She experienced dramatically tighter skin and weight loss. And to the right, you'll see Dawn, who is very quickly experiencing a drastic increase in his energy, less joint pain, and weight loss. And he said his knees never felt so good post-surgery ever. And he's able to keep up with his grandkids easily and no longer grunts getting up and down off the floor. In his words, he feels rejuvenated. To the right, below him is Dr. Amy Keller. And you can see the changes in her face, but what you can't see is she has more energy, clarity, and calm. Her anxiety is down. She's sleeping better, and she lost 10 pounds. More importantly, she feels alive again. As you can see, when you give your body the right support, it can do incredible things, whether it's restoring energy, easing discomfort, or achieving results that you never thought possible. Now, you might be wondering, where do I start? With two options, which product is best for me, Lifelong Vitality or Foundational Wellness supplements? The choice comes down to preference. If you don't mind taking capsules twice a day, Lifelong Vitality is a great choice, and it's our supplements in pill form. If you want a convenient and drinkable version, the once-a-day VMG Plus is going to be your pick. And the great news is, if you start with one and you want to switch later on down the road, you can definitely do that. Everyone is unique, and our job is to help you find the products that work best for you. So your wellness advocate will work directly with you to choose the right combination for your health needs. For the price of a specialty Starbucks coffee, you can meet your daily foundational wellness needs and start living your best life. I've covered foundational wellness, which is the key to overall health, but everyone's journey is different. And that's why we also offer targeted solutions to meet specific needs like weight support, pain relief, and digestive support. Weight support is something many people come to me for, and it's a challenge that only seems to get harder with age. But the key to weight loss isn't a quick fix, it's lifestyle changes and blood sugar regulation. When your blood sugar spikes from processed carbs and sugary meals, you're going to feel energy crashes and cravings and increased fat storage. And starting with foundational wellness can make a huge difference. But for extra support, Metapower Assist helps your body process carbs more efficiently. I tell people assists breaking down your carbs, and it releases glucose steadily and prevents those spikes. Sarah shared Metapower Assist gave me the more flexibility to enjoy carbs while still making smart choices. I ate a lot in Mexico and only gained half a pound. Her story shows how small changes can make a big impact. Pain relief is another area many people struggle with. The Deep Blue Stick offers on-the-go relief for joint pain and muscle tension. Janice had debilitating sciatica pain that affected her daily life, walking, stairs, even sleeping. But after using the Deep Blue Stick with birch oil, she said her pain became so much more manageable. She was able to walk with less pain and sleep more comfortably. Digestive support is something most of us need. Whether it's bloating, acid reflux, or digestive discomfort, TerraZyme can help. It contains whole food enzymes that break down hard to digest foods like lactose, soy, and gluten. Rhonda had acid reflux for 10 years, trying everything from specialists to medications with no relief. But after just a week of using TerraZyme, her reflux was completely gone. Digestive enzymes, our TerraZyme really is truly, truly amazing. The truth is, the heart attack that we had at 50 started at 20. Alzheimer's at 70 started at 40. The loss of independence at 80 started at 30. The choices that we make now matter more than we think. And it's tempting to believe we'll get serious about our health one day. But what if today was day one? Most of us have been taught to wait until something breaks. But what if you didn't have to? Maybe you're here because you're looking for a better way, something that supports your body without just masking symptoms, and you're not alone in that. And the good news, you don't have to figure it out by yourself. We're here to guide you, to help you take the next right step towards lasting, vibrant health. And the choice is yours. It starts with a decision to stop waiting for someday and decide that today is your day one. And I want to help by giving you a gift. If I can advance my slides. Oh, how funny. It is like we are frozen. Wow, page is unresponsive. Kirsten, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. But
This
yeah,
is
the slide is stuck.
fascinating. The slide is stuck. Okay, let's see if it'll let me stop my share. You gotta love it. There's got to be a fun, like, dun dun dun, something crazy is gonna happen here. Let me see here. I can totally see on my slides that they are stuck. Wow, that was like a really nice buildup, wasn't it? It was like, we have this exciting thing, and then my slides went MIA, which is super fun. I don't know, the whole page is down. So what I was going to tell you is we have a really cool program called Silver Club that our team is participating in. And we have a secret code. I actually can't even share it publicly that is activated for the next 48 hours. So if you are ready to get started with the supplements that we love, we can actually help you snag a bunch of freebies with that. And let me see if this will share, because I tell people, can you see it again? Hopefully.
Yes, looks good, Laura.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kirsten. um, we can use a code. And so we can help to customize something specifically for you. So if I was a person who invited you in here, you can use this QR code, but get back with the person who invited you. If Kirsten invited you to this class, if Lynn's invited you, if Linda, reach out to the person who invited you here. But we have this special code and we can get you a bunch of freebies, because I can do all the education and speak about all of these things, but until you actually start them and implement them in your life, you're not going to see changes. Just like until you start moving your body and weight training and looking at your nutrition, all of that. And so with our special code for the next 48 hours as a thank you for being here, if you reach out to your person and message us, we can get you a Breathe Touch Roller, which is perfect for allergy support, a diffuser, a citrus bliss oil that smells like vanilla creamsicle, and even a glass shaker bottle for your VMG Plus that you have there, and a peppermint oil, a tea tree oil, a welcome gift, all of these fun things. There's lots of cool stuff. And this special kit, this special bundle is an extra 20% off. So send us a message. This is going to end May 19th. I might even extend it to May 20th to give you 48 hours to help you snag all of these freebies up. But this is where I would recommend that you start to take these with consistency. I really tell people, give the supplements 90 days of consistency to be able to see a big difference, a big change with that. So reach out to the person who invited you here. And what's beautiful is once we help you get your products ordered, we will set up a wellness consult and we will go through everything with you when your products arrive to make sure that you feel comfortable, that you know how to use everything, answer all of your questions. We've got you. It's not like we're just going to say, here you go, and you never hear from us again. We actually provide a lot of support and education with that, which is huge. And then before we wrap up, I want to share a really brief session about the business side of doTERRA. And this slide in front of you, you're going to see 3 different wellness advocates, some friends of mine. They're each at a different stage in their journey. One uses her business to cover the cost of her supplements and get free natural health care with that. Another's not able to pay for her wellness products, but also helped get her household expenses like groceries, electric bill, gas bill paid for. And the third, one of my beautiful friends, Lindsay, she has built her business to the point where she has fully replaced her income. And the beauty of this is that each person gets to decide where they want to be, whether that's staying at a comfortable level or continuing to grow. And tonight you're going to hear a lot of different testimonials from people of just how life-changing that this can be, but we truly see it as a gift. If someone hasn't taken the time to share it, our families would have missed out on this. Many of us now have more energy, less pain, and we feel better overall, which means that we can actually show up for our families and not just push through the day. Our digestion's finally working with us, and we're learning to listen to our bodies and get to the root of something that we never did before. Having natural solutions on hand meant fewer doctor visits, less missed work or school, and peace of mind for you or your family's future. And just know that it could be something that changes or blesses your life, just like it has for mine. I was able to replace my income as a physical therapist with doTERRA, and I didn't even know how much I needed the option to make my own schedule. It was huge for my health and wellness. In doTERRA, you'll often hear people talk about building a pipeline. And let me tell you where this idea comes from. There was a woman who earned her living by carrying heavy buckets of water from a river back to her village every day. It was hard work, but it paid her a little each time. Whenever she needed extra money, she'd simply work longer hours, hauling even more buckets, back and forth, back and forth. But as the years went by, hauling these buckets began to take more of a toll on her. She was exhausted and wanted something better, a way to support herself without the constant strain and endless work hours. Then she had a light bulb moment. What if I built a pipeline from the river to my village? She knew it would take time and extra effort on top of her regular work, but she began to dig and lay the foundation. After a few years, her hard work paid off. With the pipeline complete, she could now turn on the water whenever she needed it. No more hauling buckets. Her village had steady water supply and she had security and freedom. In many jobs, we're often hauling buckets, getting paid only when we're actively working. But with doTERRA, you're building that pipeline, a business that with time and dedication can continue to provide income even when you take time for yourself. It's all about creating a future where your time is spent living, not just working. And I want to be real with you. I was a huge skeptic at first. I actually swore I would never, ever, ever do this as a business. I was a burned out, stressed out healthcare professional, and doTERRA was the answer I didn't even know that I needed back then. It changed my life. And I was finally able to be in control of my own schedule. And not only do these products work and help me, I'm happier, I'm healthier now than ever before. I have so much more time freedom, and working for yourself is such a blessing. I've been able to travel all over the world, Kenya, Bulgaria, Prague, Mexico, Hawaii. I've met the farmers. I've seen the distilleries. I've seen how doTERRA changes lives. And I was also painfully shy. I had a huge, huge fear of public speaking, believe it or not. And doTERRA helped me to build confidence in myself and find my voice. Almost everyone I talk to is dealing with some kind of health struggle. People are in pain, exhausted, they're struggling with digestion, they want real solutions, and people need answers. And here are just a few stats that tell the story. 70% of Americans have a metabolic disorder. Over half of kids in the US are overweight. 70% of young people can't qualify for the military because of health concerns. And this is where doTERRA steps in. They've created products specifically designed to address these challenges that actually work. You've heard testimonials tonight. People don't just try doTERRA, they stick with it. Our customer retention rate is 55%, a number unheard of in the industry, whereas the average is only 12 to 18. And this shows just how much people value and rely on doTERRA. Now, with rising prices, many people are looking for ways to earn a little extra. doTERRA offers you a way to do this while staying at home and being part of a team that's with you every step of the way. And if you're wondering how the pay works, doTERRA stands out here too. Their payout is the highest in the direct sales world at 48% compared to an average of 40% or less. This company is transparent about earning potential, which is something I really respect. So if you've been curious about how to earn, live better, and work with purpose, let's talk. This might just be something that you are looking for. Let's look at investing and retirement. Creating a pipeline that generates cash flow is extremely valuable. And here's how. If you wanted to earn $250 in residual income, you would need to invest $60,000 at 5%. So right now, if you invested $60,000, you would get $250 in residual, which is what elites, that first leadership rank in doTERRA, are earning on average. Let's go a little higher. Let's say you'd love to be earning $2,500 per month. That's what the average silver leader in doTERRA is earning. In order to do that, you would need to invest $600,000. Now think about what $5,000 per month would do for your family. This income level is gold at doTERRA. In order to be earning that in your retirement, you would need to have invested $1.2 million. That is crazy. The average time to the gold rank is about 2 years. As you look at the next 2 years, would you prefer spending time hauling buckets or creating a pipeline? Take a look at this chart to see how doTERRA compares to other companies. It's clear that the income potential here truly stands out. Now, I know money isn't everything, but let's be honest. Financial stress takes a toll on us. We see it every day, especially in today's economy where the cost of living keeps rising and the strain it can place on marriages, on our ability to be fully present with our kids, our nieces, our nephews, our families, and on our peace of mind is huge. For a lot of us, reducing stress would mean more stability, less worry, and the freedom to focus on what really matters. And that's why so many people joined doTERRA, not only to improve their health, but to create a more secure future. And if you're wondering, could this actually work for me? You're not alone. Let's hear from a few people who have seen real transformations in their lives, financially and beyond. thanks to doTERRA. Susanna has been building her doTERRA business for over 10 years, and her journey has created a true pipeline of support for her family, even across generations. Years ago, her mom also started her own doTERRA business, working on it for about 4.5 years before she passed away. Because doTERRA is a legacy company, her mom's business didn't stop when she did. Susanna's dad inherited it, and he has been receiving $7,000 to $9,000 every month, totaling around $100,000 a year. Susanna's family has a steady pipeline flowing from her mom's work, one that brings security even in her absence. When Megan's husband was diagnosed with leukemia, she was able to stay by his side thanks to the strong foundation she built in her doTERRA business. Her team kept growing, and she now earns about $5,500 a month. After her husband completed his treatments, she returned to a business that stayed strong in her absence, supported by her team and reliable systems. Carrie came to doTERRA after years in a business where every month felt like starting over from scratch. She was constantly carrying buckets, pouring in hours, but never seeing lasting progress. The grind left her burnt out and ready for something different. With doTERRA, she finally found a true pipeline business. She joined a team with proven systems, allowing her to work smarter and build something sustainable. Plus, she didn't need a health background. She learned and grew with support from her leader, team, and trainings. And now Carrie isn't just chasing short-term results. She's building a future that feels steady, meaningful, and exciting. And Rhonda started her doTERRA business 18 months ago, allowing her to give her college-age son, Isaac, the gift of tuition assistance without any loans or out-of-pocket expenses for her. Like many students, Isaac's busy schedule doesn't leave much room for balanced meals, so he relies on doTERRA supplements to stay energized. Since he's a regular customer, Rhonda was able to add him to her team, and he now earns over $500 a month. This income comes from the pipeline she's built and provides him with support while he focuses on his college career. Each of these stories show how doTERRA can create lasting change for families, providing income that goes beyond just making money. This is about real freedom and security, something anyone can work toward with the right support. And this was huge for me. I've had 18 surgeries. There were several hip surgeries that I went through, including my hysterectomy, while having doTERRA. And it was such a blessing to still receive that income while recovering from surgery. I didn't really understand what that was, residual income, until coming into my doTERRA business. I absolutely love this quote from Stephen Covey. If the ladder is not leaning against the right wall, every step we take just gets us to the wrong place faster. It really hits home. It's not just about working hard. It's about making sure the hard work is aligned with the right company and the right vision. So I ask you, where's your ladder leaning? If you don't make a change, where will you be in 5 years? Maybe it's time to lean your ladder against a different wall. As we wrap up, I want to emphasize that we've shared little glimpses into this option. And if you're curious, and you might be, I would love to hop on an exploratory call with you to see if the doTERRA business might be a good fit for you. Send me a message if I invited you here, or reach out to the person who did invite you to learn more. There truly is zero pressure. I think it's really empowering when people have options. And if you don't even know that this is an option, you don't know that it exists. And I really want to thank you for being here with us. It means a lot for showing up and coming. Oh, and I also wanted to give you a little gift. So if this was helpful and you want to continue the journey, I'm actually teaching a class all about sleep and nervous system regulation this Wednesday, May 20th. So the Zoom information is all there for you. This is free. It is open to all. So if you are somebody like me, I struggled with really, really bad insomnia and sleep issues for years and years. This is going to be really, really helpful.